Welcome to Baggage,
the Philosopher's Edition.
I'm Jerry Springer, and this is where nobody meets their somebody. Today we'd like to welcome Trudy Sawyer, a philosophy major. She is looking for a man who is willing to put himself out in the world to be successful, but also consider the greater good for everyone. Welcome, Trudy.
Hi, Jerry.
We have a great lineup of men, and I'm so excited for you to see them.
I'm also very excited to see them.
Let's welcome Frederick Hayek, Thomas Hobbes, and John Locke.
Hi, I'm Thomas. Hi, I'm Frederick Hayek.
Hi, I'm John Locke.
We all know how the game works, yes? Each man have come here with 2 pieces of baggage. First, they will reveal 1 piece of baggage for Trudy and the audience. Then they will go to the hot seat and we'll ask them several questions, and Trudy will get to know their philosophies and perspectives. Then she'll eliminate 1, and the 2 that are left will reveal their second piece of baggage, and she'll choose who she takes home tonight. Gentlemen, reveal your baggage. I do not believe in totalitarianism. I do not believe in this because when a religious power comes into play, people aren't allowed to express themselves, and they think whatever they believe in will oppose what the religious power believes in, and they won't be allowed to express themselves. And I believe in a society where you can express yourselves and have all the freedom to be you and who you are.
Oh no. Okay, so I understand why you wouldn't want a nation to be led by religious beliefs, but I'm very religious. I strongly believe in God, so I just want to know how that would interfere with our relationship and if we'd ever even be able to get along properly, because my views are so different from yours.
I believe society is corrupt. Now, I believe this because, you can't be free and have security at the same time. And this is because people are so selfish, they're out to do what they want, they're willing to hurt whoever's in their way, they just don't care about everyone else. And I think that, in order for a society to be secure, that you can't always have individuals just doing whatever you want.
Okay, all right.
I believe people are rational and reasonable but have limits as to their knowledge, because I believe that knowledge comes from experiences and not everyone can have every experience, which limits their knowledge.
There we go.
I don't know if I personally agree with that, because I think that if an individual sets their mind to something, that they can do whatever they want.
Well, that concludes the first round. Let's make our way to the hot seat.
All right. Okay, so my first question to you guys is, how do you view humans in modern day? How would you describe their ability to do well in such a fast-paced world? I want to know if my man has faith in my ability to do whatever I want, or if he just thinks that society is corrupt and humans can't do anything.
Well, Trudy, personally, I believe that humans are corrupt and that they're too selfish to do anything that they want. Nowadays, people only care about what they want, and they don't care about the good of everyone else. I think that if you would like to do something with your life, you need to think about the good of everyone and how it will affect everyone in society. Now, if you would like to do something with your life, I will stand by you, but you would need the help of everyone, which would require you to sacrifice some of your values so that you can really help benefit society as a whole.
Well, Trudy, I won't give you as lame as an answer as that. I believe that humans can do whatever they set their mind to. They're free to do whatever. So if you want to do something, I'm 100% behind you on it. I think it's sexy when a woman wants what she wants and goes for it.
I think that people are rational and intelligent enough to make their own decisions to benefit not only themselves but to benefit society as a whole as well. Trudy, if you made a decision and we ended up together, I would stick by you because I know you're rational and intelligent enough to make a smart decision.
We all know that change is inevitable, but I want to know how you guys would respond to change. Like, if I were to get fat one day, I want to know if you would accept me for who I am, or if you would want me to go back to the way things were before.
Trudy, if you ever gain weight, I'd still love you and respect you as much as the weight you are at now. I wouldn't force you to lose weight on your own, But if you were getting unhealthy, I'd try to talk to you and ask for your permission to help you out, because everyone needs to stay healthy. But I know it'd be a slow process if we ever did try and help you out, but we could do it.
Yeah, Trudy, I agree with you. Change is inevitable. I think if we were a couple, I would love you enough to help you to go back to your healthy lifestyle. I would help you plan an exercise guide. I would help to make just healthy eating overall so that you could go back to your usual beautiful self. And you know what? If that requires a slow change, then we'll take slow steps. But I think that if I wanted you to be healthy, I truly just care about you and I just want the best for you.
I agree with you that change is inevitable, but I think it's a natural process, and what happens, happens. And if you gained weight, I mean, that's what's going to happen, and I wouldn't make you change because you're your own person, so you do you.
So my last question is that do you think that there should be an individual who wears the pants in a relationship? Like, do you think that there should be a dominant figure controlling everything, or do you think that both of the individuals should work together to come to a conclusion?
I believe that in a relationship, there needs to be a consensus. There can't be one dominant partner. You have to work on problems with each other. We have to solve it together and do every decision together. And I promise you, if you pick me, I'd never make a decision without your input or talking to you first or us discussing it.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I agree with this guy. I don't believe in dominant relationships. They don't work in a relationship. It causes tension, and it's going to ruin the relationship in the end. The only reason I do believe it would work in some aspects would be protecting the other person in the relationship. So.
Okay, well, I personally believe that every relationship requires a dominant individual to make the decisions for the weaker individual, you could say. You know, I think that a consensus never really works because you're always fighting over, oh, I'm right, no, I'm right, and you're just never going to come to a decision. Whereas if there is a dominant figure in the relationship who essentially calls all the shots, they can make the decisions based on what they believe will, be good for both of the individuals. And, this will help to protect the other individual, and, it basically just saves so much time and effort that goes into a consensus. And you know what, Trudy, you would be the dominant figure, and I would listen to everything you had to say, so, what I mean.
So you've heard all their answers. What is your decision?
After listening to all of your answers and going through the first set of baggage, the person that I'm going to send home is Thomas. I'm sorry, you have too much baggage.
Well, I'm certainly shocked by that. I think you made a really big mistake tonight, Trudy. I may have stood for socialism, but I would have treated you as one in a million.
I believe we do not need authority to solve chaos, but only economically. If there were to be an inflation, there shouldn't be any government involvement because it'll end up working itself out. So the government shouldn't be involved in any economic problems.
Power does not rest with God or the king or any ruling authoritative figure for that matter. It rests with the people, and people need to realize that they are in power and that they are the ones who make decisions.
So you've seen their baggage, you've heard their answers. It's now between Locke and Hayek. Who are you picking to ride off into the sunset with? And who has too much baggage? Okay.
Okay, so this is a very tough decision for me. Obviously, you two men have amazing qualities, and any girl would be lucky to be with either one of you. But in terms of who I'm going to pick, Frederick, you have too much baggage. I'm sorry. I picked John.
Whatever. There's nothing I can do about it. Have a good life.
Yay!
Congratulations! Locke wins. So, why'd you pick him? Tell us your thoughts on him.
Well, to be completely honest with you, I am a philosophy major, and so when I make my decisions on who I'd like to pick as a life partner, you know, their views on economic and political stuff really affect my decision. The reason I didn't pick Hobbes, first of all, who was the first one to be gone, is because he's more of a socialist. He really just stands for the collective party and doesn't really think about what an individual wants. He doesn't care about what I want. He just kind of cares, okay, this is what everyone wants, and I just can't deal with that. And the reason I didn't pick Hayek is because he is full-on free market society, capitalist, everything for the individual. But again, he doesn't think about everyone. You know, I want to think about everyone to some extent, if not as much as a socialist would. That's why I picked John, because John is more a right of center, which means although he is conservative and he does, you know, think that there shouldn't be government intervention in economic parts, he does think that there should be somewhat of a balance between the two, and that's why I picked him.
Well, congratulations, you two. I hope everything works out. And that's it for Baggage. Join us next episode. We'll have lots of juicy, dating fun.
Bye!
Hey Trudy, you missed out on my last piece of baggage. True happiness lies within giving up your values to the monarch. I hope you and John have a happy life together, but you surely would have been happier with me.